Hello everybody and welcome back to City Skylines with me, TW1. We are back on the vanilla save. I've just uploaded my City Skylines City Fix first episode. I hope if you have seen it you enjoyed that. If you haven't, go check it out. You know, all that promotional stuff, because more views is more shares, and more shares is, yeah, it helps YouTube. YouTube pushes stuff with more likes and more views and stuff. Whatever. Anyway, let's get back into this and let's come out of the nice cinematic view as we see certain little parts of the city. There we go. We'll break away. We'll come over to Forestry Town, where, if you noticed in the last episode, this roundabout was the way around. It's been fixed. It's the right way around now. And there is some beautification stuff that's been done, so I will quickly play a montage of that in a second. But before we get into that, just want to let you know what's happening in this episode. So, in this episode, we're going to add to the forestry industry by adding in some of these more bigger buildings and maybe a unique factory if we can sneak one in. I'm not 100% sure. We're about to find out. And what that all entails. I don't know what these are all producing. You're producing plank timber and all that. Whatevs. And I will be extending this road over the top of the highway into this area, which is where we're going to be putting our production side of things. And then we're going to work out how to connect it up to the highway without ruining the look of this area too much. I don't want to build a big highway junction. I kind of just want an outroad where if the game wants to, on a roundabout, it can just pick an outroad onto this highway or pick an outroad onto this highway and be done with it. There's going to be no inroads from either of these highways. It's only going to be inroad from this forestry unless it starts causing issues and then I have to rebuild it. Hopefully it doesn't, and hopefully we can keep the look of this nice winding road. So let me quickly play the montage for you guys, and so you can see the little catch up and what we got up to off screen. are back. Montage is over and you are caught up with all the beautification stuff that we've done over on the forestry town, including fluffing out this area with some shrubbery, adding some fences into the highway to try and decorate them up as well. Try to use the trees and that around the surrounding area so it all matches in. You look, okay, that makes sense. You're only that colour because you're in the dotted line. I was like, there's a new tree I haven't used yet. What the hell's going on? And you see these walkways that have all appeared as well and help people get across the highways to different parts of the town and get them all connected up. I had great fun with some of these because of the height differences of the terrain around here is pretty crazy at times. I've never built haven't done a city with so much terrain before. I've done one, but it was a long time ago, I think, if I recall correctly. And then I fenced off the forestry area, which I think it looks a lot better with a fence in. I'm very happy with that. So, like I said, let's start with extending this road over. I'm just wondering if we need a roundabout or not. I think this should be fine. I think the fact that it's going to be a double exit, single entrance, that should be all I need. I shouldn't need to do any more. If I need to, can I upgrade this road without deleting fences? I can. Well, I might as well do it as I can. I might as well just do that very quickly. I can upgrade these roads to these what are they called? Asymmetric 3-lane roads. So they now have options to turning lanes here as well, because we're going to extend this road straight over the top of the highway. So let's do that. No, you complete and utter melon. You are still on upgrade mode. I want to be on straight road mode. And then use that. Let's just start grabbing the height of this bad boy up straight away. Let's see how much height we can get away with. So that's ground level. That is 1. That is 2. I think we're going to need... So what you... 1, 2, 3... you're not going to go over with that, are you? I'm just trying to line up the height while we do this bridge. Are you going to go over? You will go over. That's nice and handy, isn't it? Can I rock off road length and try and get you as snug as I can to that highway? Yes, I can. And then we'll extend it out a little bit. And will I need a roundabout over here? Hopefully I won't. So what I'm going to do, if I can, is use this asymmetrical road again and re-click it back in so we can split the traffic into double options. Are you on the ground? Is that the ground? I'm not sure that's the ground. I'm confused. Let's just place this road in again. Right, that is definitely the ground. Right here. Let's do road length because I want the road length back. So that is short as possible. Let's cut a few out. Yeah, you are in the road. I just need to add some more stuff to it to remove that fence. That's threw me off. So we're just going to build a little bit of the factory stuff over here. Pretty much the exact same thing as what we did over here. Just a tiny little bit of one of these. So let's see what we would like to do with that. So where are we? I got lost. I got lost in my own city. Let's use a one-way system and let's go to the right. To the right. Fill in this gap. That's not dreadful, I don't think. Let's make that 3 lanes very, very quickly. Give them a little bit of a buffer. There is a couple of gaps where it can go, and then I may make this... I don't know which one's more popular. That one. I'm going to make that one 2 lanes? No, because that looks awful. I'm going to leave it 1 lane and I'm going to let them fight over what lane they need to be in. That is a little awkward, if I'm honest. That's a little close, isn't it? That is a little close. Let's just bring that back a little bit because I don't want to be messing around with this road too much. Downgrade you back down to 2 roads. And maybe instead come off here instead. Let's come off here. And then we can do a bendy road like you. Do you want to go into there? Do you want to go into there at semi-normal angle? No, not really, but that will have to do, won't it? I'll downgrade you to that. And then I'm going to need one that goes over the top of the highway somewhere and goes over to this highway if I wish. So let's come off this junction instead because we can. We'll just come up a couple. Let's come up 3. Let's get rid of road guidelines because that's going to mess me up because of the way the angles are. Straight over the top. And then as we bend back down, we will lower the curve as well. Let's try and keep a little bit of height for a while, just as for the looks. There we go. And then you can just... where do we want you to go? Get rid of angle, so I have freedom of bending this as I wish. And we will pop you into there and just give you 3 lanes of right lane mathematics for a couple of sections, just to give you some room to work out where you're going and what lanes you want to be in. And then we'll do that as well. And then when you come to this node, you can pick what lane you want to be in and fight over that. So that is how we're going to do our industry. Obviously, it's not perfect, but I am happy with that. I don't want any inroads from the industry because I don't want them to be coming into this area, going over this bridge to here. I want them to be using the perfect, the designed big access points like this junction over here if I can. I did say this a few episodes. I wish it was a little bit more to the left. This bridge maybe was over here instead, so it was closer to the forestry, so it didn't have to go through some of the industry stuff to get there, but traffic isn't dreadful over here, so I'm not too fussed about it. And then with this gap that we have, this wonderful designed space over here, we can first extend over the industry stuff, this blob, over to here and incorporate all of that goop over there, so we have all that incorporated and make sure that's all good. I'm just going to trim some of this up a little bit. Yeah, you don't need to be that big, do you? There we go. And then we'll just follow the highway road. Where is the highway road? There it is. Just try and trim it all up so it looks semi-coordinated. Jump straight across there. There we go. That's a little bit of a better shape, isn't it? I'm just going to bang it up against that wall so it's a nice straight line. So my OCD is a little bit happier than it was before. And then we can fill in this gap with whatever we wish. So let's see what kind of things we can use over here. And first off, we need to pick a unique factory that we want. Just move my mic ever so slightly because I notice it's probably in popping range. I don't want any mic pops while I'm doing it. So printing press, furniture. We need paper for furniture. Can we produce paper with something first? Where's something that produces paper? A biomass pelt plant produces paper, and that is one big bad boy, isn't it? How big is this unique factory? Because we are going to definitely be placing it. It's a pretty big. I'm not gonna lie. This factory is rather large. Kind of makes me wish that road wasn't where it was. Wish I could try to tweak that around. Alright, so we need one of these in here. At least. You can go on that road on the outside. Slap bang in the middle, giving a little bit of a gap to both of these exit points to the highway. So they're not messing around with that just in case. You are going to be producing 3,200 units per week. Our unique factory is going to be producing 2,400 units per week, so that is covered. So that is all we're going to need. If we fit one there, can we fit another one there? No. So I now need... let's not place it next to that junction so it messes around with that. That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? I might just make a little bit of an inroad actually just on this side of the whatever it's called. What are you called? What are you called? I don't know what you're called because I don't know what you're called. Little one-way system. I just want to tweak the road a little bit. Where would we like this placed? Yeah, actually, it wouldn't be too bad on the other side over there, would it? In that corner, because that corner is not going to be influencing anything. It's a shame that the terrain is a bit, so you're going to look a little bit odd up in the air like that, but you will be fine and dandy. You shouldn't matter too much about that. And then we can see what else we can fit over here. The unit factory is in. Maybe want a nice storage unit for the factory as well. So let's place that along there. We are going to make you full with fill. Empty, what you called? Unique factory products. Yes, so you will then be filled with paper and timber. The timber will be coming from over on the sawmills where we are making lots of timber. And we won't be exporting it anymore. No, we will be dumping it straight into our unique factory. And if we are doing that, we could do with a couple more little units just for storage. I am going to draw a quick road along here, just as a quick little industry road, which I could be using these industry roads anyway, but I'm not going to be. Just along. Why are you not straight? Why aren't you straight? That's annoying, isn't it? You are annoying. Very, very annoying you are. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to put some storage units on this road so they're off this ring road, that is. Just because I can, really. And that will make that a little bit easier to use. I could even upgrade you because you won't need to be needed, and you won't be needed, and you won't be needed. And same for you as well, you won't be needed. So you might as well be a highway road. Same for you, because you are connected to that road. You're connected to that road, and that's all we need. So let's put in some more of the storage units. Let's go for some forestry stuff. What's going over here? Small logging yard. Yeah, I could fit I could fit a logging yard in here. That fits. And then storage unit. Are you going to fit in there? Not a chance. You fit though, like a glove. There we go. So we can have these filled with different products. How do we want these filled? These are going to come over rapid speed and cause a lot of traffic to come over, so we need to be a little bit careful with that. So you're going to be storing raw wood. You can store planned timber, yes. You can store paper. Where are you? Paper. Yeah, paper. You can store paper. What do you need? You just need raw forestry products to build that. You don't need sawdust, do you? No, sawdust or anything. You don't need any of that. So there we go. That should all matter. And then when we press play, there's going to be a wave of trucks come over, and we can watch the traffic ruin it. So let's go into a nice little camera mode. Let's press play, and let's see how quickly this game makes me want to cry. Well, I'm a derp. I forgot to give this stuff water, and I've got a feeling water kind of means it can't operate very well, so now we're giving it all water, this might work a little bit better. Absolute foolery of me, I'm going to cut you down to 50% while we let this paper producing thing catch up, because it wasn't working because I didn't have any water over here. So you're not going to be running for a while. You've got lots of workplaces as well, which is very good. You're not operating at the moment, but all of this stuff is starting to fill up. You're already filled up. You've got some stuff in you. You've got some paper overflow when I need, so you can just be balanced and you can be the overflow for this building just in case. And I've been watching this and it's been working out quite well. I'm happy with the way the traffic's going and it's not too bad. It's not so bad. I'm tempted to try something. That is to bring a road off this main highway road here, because as you can see it is quite popular with lots of trucks. And to run it along this highway highway road here and then bolt it in at this junction just after this plant to see if the game will be okay with that. I hate this graphical glitch. I may off screen play around with trying to get that to look better because it looks absolutely awful. It does. It looks absolutely terrible and I'm not happy with the way it looks, but that is another issue for another day, I think. Actually, let me have a little play around with that right now. I'm going to have a little play around with that and then I'm going to see if I can get a road in here that fits in quite nicely. And I will see you just when I've done all of that stuff. So I've had a little play around. It's gone alright. It's not been great though, if I'm honest. So I'm just going to redo these roads so these can go back to doing 2 lanes or 1 lane. So I'm just going to tweak that down. So 1 is an off, 1 is an on, which is a continue with the highway, and these big go back to 2 lanes because the lane mathematics 1 will be coming back on. So we have given these guys travelling this way on this highway, southbound or northbound, whatever you want to call it, giving them another option when it comes. So maybe these, maybe some of these trucks and lorries and stuff, whatever these are, they'll be taking the shortcut out of here. So yeah, there's a few of them taking that option to the left, diving to the left. Some of them are just ignoring what the road sign says and just going on straight anyway. So that's up to them though. The option is there for them to take the shortcut, like this guy who's going to the log yard. He's going to take this little bit of a shortcut for him. And obviously, as you saw, I changed. Well, that's just the wrong way around, isn't it? That should not be off that road the way that is. What a fool I am, because they are cutting across each other, because that is the wrong way round. You are a melon. Melon, 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 I say. Melon. What should we do about that? What should we do about that? Could I just bolt it into... Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to break that connection right there. Because that is just the wrong way around and it's going to cause lots and lots of issues if it's like that. That's going to be the same wherever I put this because it's on the inside. It needs to be on the outside, doesn't it? If it wants to be working that way, because that's the way it wants to be. So instead, I'm just going to make this a one-way cut-through road. Just so it flows in the same direction and so it works. So you straight through and you straight back out the other end. And then we'll put a little fence along here. We'll fence this all up as well with some nice decoration stuff. So just a nice forestry fence in and around this kind of stuff. I'll turn off all of the what are the snapping tools and just do some nice fencing stuff. Can I sneak one along there? Are you going to let me? No, not a chance. Not a chance am I going to get a fence along there. Let's get one along the back of this highway as well, just because I like the looks of it, really. That's all. That is all. See if we can get a nice curve around this corner and see if it works. That's not exactly even, but it will do. It's in a straight line. It's in a semi-ish straight line, so I'm happy with that. More fencing, more fencing, more fencing. So yeah, I have got the highway attached as well. It should be enough, really. The highway should do enough of a job as I try and get this fence around a corner. Yeah, the highway should be about all it needs. It's a little bit of a cut through for the traffic. I didn't want too much of an elaborate setup over here. It's just quite a simple little setup, really, with a couple of inlets, with an inlet and a couple of outlets. So we can split up some of this highway traffic a little bit. I may leave that as 2 lane because that is still causing an issue, isn't it? And lane mathematics is not having a good day with that because they're trying to cut through from that lane. So I'm just going to leave that as 2 lanes and then we will upgrade this back up to 3 lanes because The game in vanilla is still sometimes a bit of a pain in the backside, so it's not fully understanding how this road setup works. So yeah, they're all getting each other's way still. Probably because of the angle that this comes off, but I can't really change the angle. That's the way that cookie crumbles. So forestry is in, fencing is nearly done. I just need to do a little bit more fencing in around a couple of bits, just so it tidies it all up. I may put something else over here if I can. What else could we put over here? What else fits over here maybe? Farming stuff? No. Is there like a barracks building or something like that? Oh, what's this sawmill? How big are you? No, you don't quite fit. You're very close to fitting. You don't quite fit. The main forestry building doesn't fit over here. Barracks does not fit over here either. So that'll be a no. I could move the fire station over there and then put a barracks off this road if I wished, but I'm not going to. Traffic seems all good to me. There's a little bit of queuing up, but that's what you expect because that's the way the cookie goes. I could put a traffic lights there if I wish, but I'm not going to. I'm going to guess the game has already kept the stop sign that I put there from earlier, which it did. I'll just put a stop sign. I shouldn't need a stop sign here, so I'm not going to put one because this is a one-way system. So they should just do what they need to do, and then you can take this cut road. Yep. So if anyone's going on the highway, they should take the outside lane, and then if anyone's not going on the highway, they'll take the inside lane. And that's all fine and dandy with that one. Very good, very good, very good. Just tweaking roads just to make them look a little bit better. So on, off, on, off. Boom, boom. There you go. Then you have that. See, it just doesn't care. It does not give a absolute damn about the fact that that only has one arrow. The game doesn't care about it. It's like, no, I know where I want to be going, and that is straight. Please don't disrupt me. Frig off. Is all of this traffic just going to bypass that road? So only the traffic that's coming to this area will go through. Will go through this road. Everything else will take this outside lane. By the looks of it, which is pretty splendid with me. Pretty splendid with me indeed. How are you doing? You've now got some materials. See if. So the timber's filling up. And paper is still not filling up. So there's frickle for paper still. You might be in the wrong place in all seriousness, because you might be the wrong way round, because obviously if you're going to produce paper out of this building, you would then have to drive all the way around the block, and by the time you've driven around the block, what are you doing? Biomass pallets, you go to small warehouse. So you are going there, you're going to have to do a loop. That would annoy me as well, if I'm honest. That would annoy me as well, so I'm going to make that a non-one-way road. I'll make that a two-way road. Because honestly, it doesn't really matter. There's not enough traffic over here to warrant a one-way system that's that complex. So I don't have to play around or worry about it at all. I'm going to leave that space as dead space, because in the future we may want to put a building there or squeeze something in. For now, I will just fence it off. And I am going to go for a quick break. That is how this stuff goes. Check how long the recording is. And if there is enough time, we'll do something else in the second half of the episode. I'll catch you in a second. There is enough time for a little bit more in the second half of this episode. Not too much longer though. Don't want to keep these under 30 minutes if I can. I don't want to force my hand in editing a little bit too much. So let's actually do something with this park. So far all we've done with this park is put in some pathways, put in a hunting cabin, and that's it. So let's actually try and make some use of this park and get some stuff in there. I just unlocked something in the city parks region. There we go, just unlocked some gazebos. So we can even put some gazebos. I know it's a city park, a nature park, but the odd gazebo to me does make a little bit of sense. So we can put the odd gazebo up on the hill, put another one in this little cove, whatever you want to call it. And that should be fine and dandy. Then we'll go back to the nature reserve stuff and we'll pick out some nature stuff. So yeah, once that boulder site is unlocked, we'll have level 5, and that will be all of the stuff we can unlock for a nature reserve. So let's try and go through and decorate this up a little bit more with a couple of things. I don't want to add too much because honestly, I quite like the simplistic look of it. You look awful, you know what I mean? Like, I can't see the terrain, so I can't judge where these look best, which is what I'm struggling with. There you go, you look a little bit better. Not quite as on the huh. On the huh. Huh. Do you want to be quite cool if we can add a bridge or two? I didn't think about this when I was putting in my paths. If I could add a bridge or two and add a little bit of height to the walkways, they could look quite interesting, I think. So, let's go to the nature reserve walkway. Let's come off here, because this is quite high up. Yeah, let's keep on bendy. I just want to add a couple of, like, taller bridges over and about, so they can walk on different paths that just take some different looks, really. You come down from there, quite high up. Will you snap into that? Will you bollocks snap into that? No, you're not having any of that, are you? You'll go into there. You'll go into there. Well, let's go over on top of that then. Let's try and bend round a little bit. And then come down into here. There we go. So we've got a nice little bridge over the area so they can come and have a little look from up on top of here. I'm not sure I'd do that walk personally. That was quite scary from up there, but just adds a little bit something different to the area. Let's see if we can add maybe one more just from up here. Let's see if we can go up. That's from the same kind of area. Is there enough for one maybe? A shortcut down from up here. Oh, can we get a bridge to go over a bridge? Oh, that'd be good, wouldn't it? A bridge over a bridge. That is the dream right now. Bridge over a bridge. Ah, bridge over a bridge. Look at me. I've achieved something I really shouldn't be worried about. And then we'll drag you down and bolt you into that. Oh, that looks interesting. There's like some different heights. I would never be taking that walk. That's like a roller coaster. Holy moly. Oh, gee. That's scary. Well, that's not for the faint-hearted, is it? That's not for the faint-hearted. And while over here, I haven't done any tourism stuff, like some walk paths. Have I done any walking stuff? Where are you? No, I don't think I have. Tourism, sightseeing bus. No, we haven't really walked paths, so let's do a little walking tour through our park, just to get a few extra people through our park. So we can go stop up there. Oh, we're going to take them on the bridge. We're taking them on the bridge. Ha ha. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Where else do you want to be going? Oh no, let's not take them on that bridge. Let's take where's that bridge come from? There. You are there. Oh, let's take them on this bridge. And we'll line them all the way along this bridge. And we'll wrap them down here. Up here. And they can go onto this bridge. Onto this bridge? There we go, you're on the bridge. You come over the bridge. And then you can complete the line. By going through the park entrance yet again. So you have to pay double to go through. That will generate me some more money. Oh, very quickly, I'm going to make some more walking paths to make a little bit more money for ourselves. Because why not? Is there any nice walking paths on the island we can do? Oh, I've just thought of one. Let's do one. Let's do one that starts over by the bus stop. So you can catch the bus over to here or the ferry. And then you can do a nice coastal walk along here. Come up these stairs. Then where is a nice way you can come back? Where is a nice way you can come back? I don't really want you walking through an estate, if I'm honest. I just want you to walk away from the estate. That is going to be a long walk if I make you do all of that. Isn't it, eh? Isn't it, eh? I'm just going to make you do a double back on yourselves, and you can come back. Double back on yourselves. You can be a nice little coastal walk. just to walk along there. Nature reserve walk. We could do entrance to entrance, couldn't we? Little walk through the attraction stuff, then you can come back round, just walk along the road, cross over at that junction. That's another little walking path. Just a little bit more tourism and money. Is there any parks over here or stuff we do? We can do walking paths on Marriott's Way. I haven't forgot about this. Haven't thought about this at all. So let's start at the City Park Plaza. Add stop. Add stop. No, you're not going to let me add a stop. Why can't I add a stop? The game is being a derp. I can't add a stop. There we go. Create a new line. That's what we wanted. That's what we wanted. Then you can walk out of the city park. Yeah, there we go. Into Marriott's Way, and then you can do somewhat of a loop. You can even take the extended route that I built. Let's see how far we can push this. It's going to be quite far, isn't it? Yeah, let's take it all the way over to here, and then we'll bring him through the farming town a little bit along this quieter road, and then back into the city park. So they have to re-enter to get us some more money as well. There's another walkway for us, another nice walkway for the tourists to go on. And I think for this episode we will do, if there's any more walking paths you've maybe spotted that I should be adding, I will think about them. I know I should be going from attraction to attraction to attraction, and that's how we generate it, but I'm just trying to go have some fun with these walking paths instead. Little Marriott's Way. I should have little signs up, really, like you should go this way and then you should go that way. Well, before I get distracted and start rambling and talk about something else, I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you very much for watching. I've been TDavid1. We've extended forestry a little bit, made it a little bit more industrial. We're making a little bit more money for ourselves, a bit more bang for a buck from the forestry stuff. I'm just going to bump this up to 100% while we end the episode. And as always, thank you very much for watching. I've been TDavid1. This is like the 7th outro in a row, because that is what I do, because I can't end a video. And as always, until next time, peace out.